It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to Unitas. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.
You are now listening to the Best of Bias podcast with Lydell, Dinero, and Hugo Twilight.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lydell Dinero. You know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the Best of Bias podcast. I'm talking real fast, but if I'm talking real fast, you listen so you can catch up, bitch. Sorry, I got a little explicit in the first 10 seconds. I apologize. I won't do it again. But I decided to channel my inner 50 Cent for this rapid, quick update. I told y'all we was going to catch up. We got another Hawkeye episode to talk about. No pop culture this time. It's just straight Hawkeye, getting straight to the point. Episode 5. And we just gonna get right into it. AKA, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling cool.
Feeling cool. That's what I'm talking about. I love to feel cool as well. Anything happened today? What'd you do today? What you had going? You at work last night?
Last night, yep. And today I ain't doing shit. And tonight I ain't doing shit. So yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the best.
I'm going to work, but we ain't doing shit. So
yeah, I feel that. That's how I feel about work too. You know, just clock in and clock out, man. Give me this guap, give me this money, because it's crazy out there, man. I heard there's plenty of jobs out there now, though. Have they hit that point where they're letting people go for that? I know we talked about it a little bit, but for not getting vaccinated.
Where I'm at, I think they've already started to where people can't come to work if they're not vaccinated, even though I'm not vaccinated.
They said, "Fuck that."
Well, I mean, I got one of the shots. I think I'm second shot.
Okay.
But I waited until the last minute just because, I mean, I really am not doing it for the job. I'm doing it because I'm going to Indianapolis and
save up.
No, it's just that if I'm going out there, be hanging out with my aunt and stuff, and they want people to be vaccinated because I ain't trying to get her sick. So
no, I remember you telling me. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. But yeah, man, let's get into episode 5. Episode 5, Ronin is what it's called. We dive into a more introspective view of what kind of ties Echo to Ronin. We get to see a lot more evidence that the mom may be a bad guy. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let you do our little overview, how we usually do it. So let's get into it. What's up with it? Let us know what's going on, player.
Oh, yeah. So, this episode, I thought this episode was good. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. I liked the action they had in it, but, it started off with Kate Bishop, first and foremost, trying to. Well, actually, did it start off with him going to old boy's house? Was it Grills? Is that they call him?
Oh, Grills. No, I don't think it started with that. I think it started with the aftermath of Kate Bishop going home after being hella disappointed that
that's
Hawkeye
right.
said they're not partners anymore and shit.
And having that conversation with what you call it, sister. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
About the mac and cheese.
Yeah, but
that was an awkward conversation because the personality that wasn't the personality she showed in Black Widow.
Right.
So it was like a whole newfound personality that she's portraying, I guess. Just how she's been over the years. I don't know. She's like real girly girl now. So which is totally different than Black Widow, because Black Widow was like straight to business all the time. She wasn't, girly girl whatsoever. So that's a new look. But I like the whole conversation they had back and forth, and I guess that's just showing like the new where they're going with the Avengers as far as characters. Nice little banter back and forth. I liked, and then I liked the whole little ending where she was friendly the whole time, but then she said, "Get in my way again." It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Basically. But it started off with that, which I thought was cool. And then also the fact that they showed her go back to her apartment, which they really haven't showed it all.
Right, yeah, and it was still kind of the same way and shit.
It's like the shit got burned down, and they're like, "Oh, that happened." So,
and it's like on top of a business, so they kind of have to fix it. They just left it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then after that, what was it? I think that's what. Am I tripping? Or was that from the previous episode where Hawkeye goes and hangs out with Grills, and he talks about the name of the dog and stuff?
Yeah, they go in this episode. They go in
Okay.
this episode to his apartment because he has nowhere to go at the time. I guess he just
Yeah.
goes over there
Yeah.
and kicks it with him.
Yeah. Which is cool. I like the fact they have him inside a lot of episodes because I watched
Yeah.
that. He's always on 85 South show. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he chops it up with him and then ends up sleeping on his couch. But as far as the episode, I like he has his like what I was assuming was going to happen was something a little different, but I still like the route they went where he, went ahead and met up with her,
Mm-hmm.
and it showed Hawkeye's skill of how like why he's an Avenger because he was able to take all them out like the fucking boogeyman.
Yeah.
So,
He had to have teleporting powers because he was taking one guy out and disappearing, get the other guy, and
yeah,
5 seconds later, somewhere else across the. Yeah, it was wild.
yeah,
A
but
lot of cool shit going on. Supposedly, though, the girl that actually plays Echo is really deaf and really has a prosthetic leg. So they
really.
and she's Native American, so they hit all the factors there.
And
It
she's able to
says
fight. And she's able to fight that good. Damn.
right, yeah, shit's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I also like how how they kind of the big reveal how they were how she confronted him about killing her dad, but he kind of
Yeah.
let him know that it was kind of a twist to it. He got hired by somebody to
I
do
was
it.
expecting. Yeah, I was expecting him to be like not even acknowledge like he didn't know what it was, but he full on said, "Yeah, I did it." But
Yeah, I got
I'm
tipped
like
off by
you.
somebody.
Well, not tipped
Yeah,
off. Yeah, he did say yeah, tipped off by somebody in your organization,
right,
and but he's explained to her he's just like her. He's just a weapon, and
right.
and in this situation, it was somebody from within who's actually who did it.
Hmm.
And the funny thing was earlier when Kate was talking to Black Widow's sister, I can't remember her fucking name. I don't know why, but she had mentioned to her. So you're trying to find Hawkeye to talk to him, and he's like, no, I want to kill him.
Hmm.
And they went through the whole spiel of what was going on, and she had told her she was like, that makes no sense because they're best friends. Maybe you should look at whoever hired you to kill him. You know, and that made her think about it a little differently, which she did, and come to find out they're one and the same person, kind of. You know,
I kind of secretly think it was the mom.
no,
Uh,
it was because I swear that conversation at the end of Black Widow, where they're by Natasha's grave, and that the one chick with the purple hair, whatever her name is, was talking to somebody,
hmm.
and then she was telling her about who actually killed her, her sister.
Hmm.
I still think it was that same phone call from the last episode after she told Hawkeye she didn't want her daughter to be a superhero, and then she got on the phone with somebody when he walked away,
Hmm.
and that's what I think that's what it was. That's who actually did it. But then as the episode goes on, know, you start seeing that it's actually kind of short if you really think about it. It's kind of like straight to the point because after that they have the whole little fight scene, and
Right.
then
I was gonna say because I had some complaints about this episode. Honestly, a little too much dialogue for me. Yelena is the sister's name. It might be Elena, silent Y.
no, yeah, something like that. I think Yelena sounds right, but yeah.
Yeah, she talked a little too much. Her and Kate Bishop's conversation went on a little too long for me.
It was pretty long.
I was like, fuck, okay, I get it. She's Russian. She's using a Russian accent hella thick. I get it. It's funny. The way back and
Hmm.
forth, talking about macaroni and cheese. She's Russian. I get it. But it's like, god damn, this is way too long. This is episode 5. I want to see what the conflict is. I want to see some resolution. You know what I mean? And we forgot to talk about at the beginning when she was actually blipped. You know what I'm saying? When she
Oh
came
shit!
back.
I forgot about that whole
Yeah.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Also, the fact that that one lady was a Black Widow and somehow she wasn't brainwashed. That was interesting.
Right.
They spoke on that.
She was saying that she was rich because she was still doing hits for hire, but she just
Yeah, I know, but she never explained
yeah
how she got
got
out of
out
the
of it.
whole.
Yeah,
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 but who knows? Maybe Natasha did, and she just didn't speak on it or something like that. But that was still a dope little fight scene to show that like you have two Black Widows fighting against this one chick who just happens to be in her house, and she was handling her own. She was I mean, she was to have two of them on her. She was doing pretty damn good.
yeah. That's the thing about the widows though. For me, is like, how do you know who's the dopest widow? That's why
Well,
I can't really.
so far, like it doesn't compare because Natasha could go somewhere and just fuck everybody up, but then she'll fight against them and 1-on-1, they're even. And then
Yeah.
you add 2-on-1, and then that one that's fighting against two will be able to beat the two up. And it's like,
Right.
well,
Natasha was
where's
getting
the
her ass whooped in
yeah.
Black Widow at that one point. Yeah.
So it's like I'm confused at where the dynamic of the power is. It's like you would think that if you have two Black Widows against one, that would make them twice as strong. But in that case, the one Black Widow was handling her own. But at the same time, they're not trying to kill the ones they find. They're just trying to set
Yeah.
them free. Set them
But
free.
still,
So
that makes Yelena have to be that much doper to be.
holding back and still doing the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I
Right.
guess.
To be able to spray them in the face and still be able to not, fight them and not kill them because they're going to be trying to kill her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. And
Yeah.
they're all trained assassins, so yeah, it makes sense.
Exactly. It's a weird dynamic, but yeah, she
Yeah.
was
So it's up.
doing that and got blipped, and then she came back 5 years later, and it was like just like it
Yeah,
showed
the
us the
chicken.
dynamic. It was just 5 seconds for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I like the fact that they even show like the multi-race kids because they can't have kids, so she had to adopt. So they mentioned that too.
Hmm.
So it's cool that you get like a Black Widow who actually gets to live a normal life. You get to actually
Hmm.
see one who gets to give up that whole assassin life and live a normal life, have a family and all that stuff. Even though she can't bear children, she still found the way around that. So that's cool.
Right. Yeah.
Let's also speak about I think it's the next scene where Kate Bishop goes home and sees that her mom looked into the situation, quote unquote, looked into it,
Right. Right.
and the cops just happen to be there when she comes,
Hmm.
and he's getting arrested and he's acting all nonchalant about it. That looked like a straight up fake setup just to show to Kate so she'd think that her mom is cool,
But I
just
still,
to
your
kind of
theory could still be right though about him and Ronan still knowing each other because if she did set him up and she just planned for him to be the fall guy this whole time, he can be like, because he's actually, because they mentioned like in the beginning he was actually broke, you know what I'm saying, and he was actually in the
mm,
relationship for her money. So maybe she was
mm,
setting him up this whole time and trying to get him, got him
as the
busted for
fall
that
guy.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
but then
maybe.
in all reality, he's still this dope ass dude that's actually trying to get the Ronin suit for a certain reason.
Yeah,
But it has to
and
wrap all this shit up in one episode. I don't know if it's gonna go that
yeah.
far.
And the fact that they've only given like tiny hints that like we know he's a good fighter, but they haven't really explored that at all. So if we got one episode, it better be a long episode because how are they gonna just
Yeah,
all of a sudden just like they have to find a way to weave that in and not make it seem forced. You know what I'm saying? And because like he literally hasn't fought at all yet. He's just like show like one little parry move that he did that was pretty
right.
good, and
Hmm.
that's it. So if all of a sudden he just comes out of nowhere whooping ass, and it's like, oh come on, y'all could have did better than that. Than just
Yeah,
now maybe he might show up in a Ronin suit. That'd be dope,
yeah.
another Ronin. But I
And
don't know.
again about this suit, it better have like some Tony Stark tech in it because it's been through three people and fit them all perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly. And it's been through a fire and didn't get burnt.
Yeah, so it got to be some kind of special. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something special got to be about that because I'm assuming it's bulletproof because he's running around fighting motherfuckers who got guns with a sword. So I
I
don't
know,
know.
right?
So,
Yeah,
but overall, I mean, the fight scene was cool too with him and Echo. I thought that. I mean, it just shows that like she's first and foremost, if she really has a prosthetic leg and she's able to fight that good, because it looks like
yeah,
it's her. Like I mean, I know they obviously got a stunt person to throw in occasionally, but even when you could clearly see it's her fighting, she's pretty damn good. Like she knows what she's
right.
doing. It doesn't look like somebody who was just trained for that movie. And
Exactly.
if she was, kudos to her because she
Yeah,
pulled it off. Because
because because you can.
who couldn't pull it off? Iron
Who?
Fist. Not playing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, and he had two legs. It's fucked
Yeah.
up. But yeah, you can tell though they're even putting in the movie and in the script like when she's fighting, like some of the holdback she does have is from that prosthetic leg. Even though it's covered up when she's fighting, she still has to
Yeah.
like reset to get that leg up or do something hella epic to get that leg to kick him for some powerful ass kick or some shit like that.
But
I
what I'm
still
really waiting for is her to like demonstrate what her abilities are, which
That's
are
what
to
I
be
was
able
gonna
to
say.
like, yeah,
That's
okay, go
exactly what
ahead.
I was gonna say. Oh no, no, yeah. I was just gonna say I wanted to see like, are we gonna get to see her powers? Because I want to see what they're gonna do. They can't make it too much like Taskmaster because everybody's already saying it's kind of like, and they already made Taskmaster a girl in the Black Widow movie, so it's gonna.
Yeah, but I feel like they're gonna redo that one because they fucked that one up real bad. That was like such a crappy ass version of such a dominant character in Marvel, Taskmaster, who could be used in so many ways. Like I feel like there's like for example, with Gambit in X-Men, they
Yeah.
never put they never put it in X-Men because they felt like they couldn't do him justice. I feel like they should have read that script and be like, yeah, this won't do Taskmaster justice at all. Let's take this out.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I think it was
So
the COVID delays and shit.
yeah, I'm hoping they do a similar situation they did with Mandarin, except for I
Hmm.
still think they fucked Mandarin up again the second time.
Yeah.
But I mean, still they can pull that back and redo do Taskmaster and maybe feel like they named that character Taskmaster after the real Taskmaster or something,
Mhm.
because that was terrible to me the way they went about that in every
Yeah,
way. So, and this character is supposed to have powers similar to Taskmaster. I mean, there's a lot of characters in Marvel who have similar powers.
I
So,
feel it. So it's not gonna be that
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're about to bring two characters in who have similar powers already. They're bringing in they're talking about the Fantastic Four, and then they're talking about the Miss Marvel, the stretchy one. So it's
Hmm.
like, I mean, I know they're changing her powers up a little bit to make her more like the Green Lantern, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, it's still two characters with the same powers. They just the only thing they're changing is instead of her skin, her arms and shit stretching, her ability just stretches, which is weird.
Yeah. And
So I
yeah.
mean,
Hopefully
I'm
she's
figuring,
able to make some configurations that are actually cool to the eye and aren't too corny. It might be corny though. I can
so
already see it being kind of corny.
I'm thinking would echo what they're gonna do because what they did at the beginning when they showed her like that she has some kind of ability as a kid to understand like people and read them really quick.
Uh,
So maybe instead of her being able to copy their moves, she's just able to analyze their abilities after the first time seeing it and can counter it immediately.
yeah. Yeah.
That's what she did to him. She saw his move one time and then immediately countered it. So little
That'd
boy, I
be
mean,
dope though. That'd be
yeah.
dope. To be able to count. Yeah, that'd be sick.
So she can
Always
overcome
have a strategy.
anybody's skill. Like she can see Captain
Yeah,
America fight one time and be like, oh yeah, I can fuck him up now.
exactly. That'd be sick as fuck, actually.
It would
That'd
be.
be interesting spin. It's a very interesting spin. She just got to learn how to fight, and she's already going to know to have defense automatically. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. What else happened in this episode that we can highlight? I don't know. Like I said, that's one of my complaints about this episode. Was a lot of dialogue. Um,
I think what they did was they did that because they knew the reveal was coming. So like, oh, that'd be enough to carry this episode. Which in my eyes, it kind of was. Because I was happy to see the reveal.
hmm,
But yeah, it was really really squished together. You're right. It was a lot of dialogue, and not all the dialogue was like dialogue that was like pushing the story. It was more of just like just there. Like him and girls talking was okay, but it was kind of just more of like it wasn't really nothing to really progress the story that much. With her and Elena talking, Kate and Elena, that was more of just getting to the point of I'm Black Widow's sister and I'm here to kill Clint. And also, you should probably look into who hired you type of situation. Like those are the 3 points they got in that conversation. That was a really drawn out conversation. They could have got to
yeah,
those points a little quicker.
exactly. And it's like, fuck, we already know what's going to happen as far as your confrontation. That's why I'm saying, like, sometimes with the widows, it's like you kind of know their ranking amongst each other, but how much doper was the Black Widow than Clint Barton? You know what I'm saying? They were not counterparts, but like, they worked together. But do you
I,
think Clint Barton would beat
but
Black Widow in a fight?
I don't know. That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? So how
Because
realistic is it that
the
Yelena
way
can take down Ronan?
the way he talks about it is like he could have killed her, but he didn't.
Exactly.
So it's like, is he that good? And apparently, from what they say, he's left. She said he killed so many people that you can take the blood and smear it around the earth or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
And
mean,
that's just with that fucking sword.
yeah, I think she's talking about prior to that too.
Okay.
He like even though he worked for Shield, I mean they still was a organization that was having him do shit for them, like including kill
Yeah.
people
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
for
So
sure. Yeah.
I'm sure he's taking a lot of lives. So
Yeah. I feel that. That's true. That's very true. But fuck, man, like, oof. I can't even imagine just him because all those fucking arrowheads he has, and then his fighting ability. I think he's hella underrated, bro. Like people worship the ground. What's that elf's name from Lord of the Rings? My bad, listeners, if you guys know the elf from Lord of the Rings. Fucking Orlando Bloom played his ass.
oh, the one that fucking shoots the arrows, I forgot what his name
Yeah,
is, but
everybody
yeah.
loved him, and that's exactly what Hawkeye is in Marvel, and they don't give him no love.
But that's different though, because in Lord of the Rings, they didn't have a fucking Hulk or Iron Man or Thor. So
The best things on the top of the ladder were the elves, huh? So
yeah,
that's I feel
exactly.
it. Yeah, I
It's
feel it.
like when the elves show up, you're like, oh yeah, you probably gonna win this war. With him, it's like, oh, the Hulk showed up. You can just sit this out, dude.
Yeah, I feel
Good.
it. I feel it. What if he shot a fuck one of those big ass pin particle arrows at the Hulk? You think he could kill him? Well, he can't kill the Hulk.
Nah, fuck no.
That should have
I
fucked
mean,
anything up though. That's like if he has that in his arsenal, like
oh
I
yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
wrap. It's a
Yeah, it's
wrap.
like fuck what? And he just makes one of his special arrows hella big with the pin particle arrow. Just imagine that shit. That'd be
Yeah,
crazy. That's crazy.
he could use that. He could use that almost anywhere if you think about it. Like, hey, yeah, we on a ship fighting. It's another ship coming attacking us. I got this.
Or shrink that shit. Just
Yeah. Oh,
shrink people
you
and
can't.
step on them and shit.
Oh, that'd be fucking mess fucked
Yeah, he
up.
could do anything because if you think about it, like he can kill people. Here's the thing about the Natasha. He says the shot he didn't take. He could have been like 100 yards away from Natasha. Probably had her in his sights. About to pull
Mhm.
that shit. You know what I mean? So who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of speculation going on. I think when Yelena gets actually talks to Hawkeye, it's gonna be some tears. They're gonna talk it through. You know, we saved the world. She had to sacrifice herself to get the fucking stone, soul stone. I tried to kill myself. She saved me, jumped off, made me let it go. Like, easy, easy. Let the
Yeah.
tears fall. She'll believe you right away. But that reveal that the mom hired her to
Was
kill Clint Barton was the ultimate reveal. And to
yeah.
see her with the ultimate reveal at the end, which was Kingpin, and we actually got to see him.
Yeah, Kingpin
Um,
from Daredevil, which was
yep,
yeah.
yep. We
Yeah.
actually get to see who actually, you know,
So I wonder where they're going with that, because are they going to just use the origin stories from Netflix, or are they going to be like, hey, this is it's like an alternate universe, like that version of him exists, but that's an alternate universe. This is another
right,
universe, a version of him where he's pretty much the same, but his background story is a little bit different. Like maybe him and Daredevil haven't met yet, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if like Daredevil's already gonna have his suit, because in our reality, the Netflix suit wasn't that bad looking. It actually looked
right.
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
with
think
a
he
little
should.
yeah, with a little alteration, they can bring that suit back and be like, yeah, he's already Daredevil. He's already solidified in this, and Kingpin is already, because in the story in the Netflix one, Kingpin was kind of like he was up there, but he was still kind of on his rise
Right.
to his him taking over completely,
Hmm.
and he wasn't fully taken over. That's why I was kind of showing his ability, like when he got locked up and was able to take over the whole fucking prison and stuff. So, but I'm assuming by this point they're gonna be like he's completely solidified in the game, and he's already the top dog.
Hmm.
But I still want to see that power dynamic, to see like if they're gonna make him like just able to go toe to toe with somebody like with like a fucking Spider Man, or a fucking Daredevil, or even a Hawkeye or something. Yeah, Spider Man would be the latter of that, because of course he has fucking superpowers. But
Right.
in the comic, I remember Wilson Fisk is, even though he's not a mutant or nothing like that, he's just ridiculously strong.
Hmm.
So it's
I'm
like
sure they're gonna have that still.
yeah, he's abnormally strong. It's like
Yeah.
fighting against a strong man or some shit.
Hmm.
So
I feel
yeah,
it.
I'm
Yep.
looking forward to that. Yeah, and
I
I
think they're gonna
mean,
show a little bit of that next episode in the finale.
I hope they make it a longer episode, because this seems like the most rushed one, or shortest one out of all of them. I mean, I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but it definitely seems like it's just I don't know, just it started. It feel like it just started and it's already ending.
Right.
And I mean, I'm trying to think the other ones that felt like that, because I know Falcon and Winter Soldier seemed long as fuck to me. Loki seemed long.
Wanda
Wanda,
seemed hella long.
Wanda seemed hella long. So
Well,
yeah, this
what
one
if
is.
did have had hella episodes for like 10 episodes?
Yeah, I like What If too. Yeah, all of them I like, but this one does seem very, very fast. Like it seemed like it literally just started and it's
Yeah.
already over, which is
Mhm.
cool though, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think that video game Dying Light is out now, part two, and I've been wanting to play that. So once this is over, at least I can play that a little
I feel
bit,
that.
something to do. But
Hell, it's just starting. Fucking Spider-Man dropped today. I mean, came out today. So
yeah, I actually I was trying to watch the bootleg version, but I couldn't do it because I need that HD. I don't know, I need that high definition.
oh
But
yeah.
I watched like the first 5 minutes of it, and I mean it was somewhat funny for the first 5 minutes, you
Mhm.
know.
I think it'll be
So
good. So, but
I
yeah,
think it will be. Yeah.
we'll have a lot of stuff to review, man. Because I know something else is going to come out real soon after this show goes off. I remember we had the breakdown of the schedule, but what else? Ultimately, I
Oh,
think okay.
I'm just thinking about Disney Plus. I know that they just fucking revealed the first look at Obi-Wan.
Hmm.
So like as far as them, I think they're just slowly like they're like alternating back and forth. I think kind of between Disney, not Disney, Marvel and Star Wars because.
Yeah,
But like Marvel, with Marvel, they're throwing out a lot more content. So I'm hoping that they're just preparing Star Wars or some shit because they definitely got the Obi-Wan series like almost wrapped up, which I'm looking forward to.
I think the
The
Book
book
of
of
Fett comes out this month.
yeah, the book of Fate, and then they had
Yeah,
that anime thing they put out about a month or two ago. Which did you ever finish watching that?
Visions. No,
Visions. That shit was dope. You should have watched that
I
shit.
don't like it doesn't continue, so I have to get into it. I'll watch it again, but
Oh, just
I got
because
like
they're all one offs.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
I
there's some
like
good ones though.
yeah, I'll
Really
probably watch
good.
it. It's probably like Sex, Death, and Robots or whatever. Love, Death, and Robots
Yeah, it's
type
exactly like
shit.
that. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. But
Definitely gotta get into that.
it's I like the fact that they're like at least putting more stuff on Disney Plus, so it's not making me feel like I'm wasting my money on Disney Plus
Yeah.
fully.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's good.
Yep.
But
When we're getting close to the end of the kind of like, directly to streaming type shit, everything's going to go back to the movies and shit like that, especially since Spider-Man's coming out. And I'm really interested to see what's going on in that. But let's put a bow on this episode real quick. Um, what else? What else happened? Nothing else really happened. We're just gonna see
nothing.
how this confrontation goes. Kate Bishop knows her mom is, working with the
Oh,
bad guys.
they're gonna have their suits in the next episode, which is funny because on this episode, when you go to Disney Plus, when you click on it, they had a picture of both of them in these purple uniforms. To be honest, I didn't really like them, but I understand where they're going because nobody like Hawkeye's costume has always been stupid as fuck in the
Yeah,
comic,
yeah.
so they're doing the best they can do. But they never showed them in there, but they did tease at it because girls told them that, oh yeah, you want to see your costumes, but he never actually saw them. He just went to sleep. Remember?
Oh yeah. I didn't
So
really
they
notice that, but I gotta watch it again probably.
yeah, their costumes were there. He at first he mentioned that he had a name for the dog, which I don't know if they revealed what the name was. I can't remember.
Mm-mm.
And then he had mentioned while he was going to sleep that hey yeah we got your suits are done, they're ready. You want to see him? And he was like just hella tired. So like yeah I'll see him later, and he just went to sleep immediately. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So he never actually got to show him the costume. So in the next episode, that's going to be another reveal. Apparently, they're going to have costumes, and I'm hoping that if the black chick made it, once again, she's a cop, so and she knows what line of work he's in. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure she's going to be like, hey,
Kevlar in this thing.
yeah. Or what would be dope is if she has hookups with that motherfucker that Matt Murdock had hookups with, the Russian dude who made the suit for Matt Murdock,
Mm-hmm.
and is like, hey, we got these for you too, with some help from somebody else, and you got bulletproof fucking suits. Although being an Avenger, I feel like they could have got this motherfucker a vibranium suit a long time ago, considering
Oh
the
yeah.
fact that they cool with Wakandans. They could have been like, hey, we don't want you dying because you literally just got a fucking bow and arrow.
Oh, he
So
got shot in Age of Ultron. Remember they're in Russia? He got hit with the big ass laser, and they put him on that bed that healed him up. Remember that?
oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah, so he did get blasted, but I don't know. Alien tech, you can't really have a bulletproof vest for that. You don't get fried regardless,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I'm excited to see this fucking finale here. Excited to see what the result's gonna be, man. I don't know, man. I'm really just excited for Moon Knight because I want to see some violence. I want to see some real shit. Like,
Some
I expected
insanity.
Hawkeye to be shooting arrows 24/7 in this shit. I'm sure. I feel like he only shot like 4 arrows in this bitch. But yeah.
But they had enough. Like I felt like they had enough action in this. They had a pretty good
Yeah,
amount of
yeah.
action.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I'm not
And
complaining.
then and then they brought us new characters, two new characters, or technically three new characters, if you
Hmm.
want to. Well, four, because I don't like the one thing that I will say is that character that is her that mimics friend. Oh yeah, that's another thing we forgot. Her going and questioning her partner.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
when she
Uh-huh.
was because he told her that somebody in the organization set it up. So she
Hmm.
asked him why he wasn't at the meeting that day, and he didn't have an
Yeah.
answer for it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a good segue for him because he's too straight edge right now. And if you look up his character in the comics, because he's an actual character, he's like Marvel's version of the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like got like crazy face paint and is kind of sadistic. So I'm trying to figure out why they just didn't go that route with him. But maybe like him, maybe he really is in love with what's called Echo's character. And
Mm-hmm.
then now that she starts really like finding out that he was part of the whole situation, we got her father killed, she pulls away from him and that makes him go crazy. Who knows? But I want to see him crazy in some way.
You want to see him crazy in some way.
Because you can't just I hate the fact that they just use characters' names just to say that they have a version of that character in the movie, but he doesn't represent that character at all.
His name is Kazi.
Yeah, but similar to what they did to fucking in Wolverine when he went back to Japan and they had the dude who's supposed to be the Silver Samurai. They actually had his character in the movie, but he ended up dying first and foremost, and he never they like made him so much different from his character in the comic. They made it where he can't use a sword. They said that they mentioned that he was horrible with a sword, so he was always shooting a fucking arrow. Like this is in the comic, this is the real Silver Samurai. Why are you guys making him like so different than? And then they ended up getting killed, being a hero. And I'm like, that's not what Silver Samurai was, but all right. And then they made somebody else Silver Samurai, and it was a horrible version of it. But it's like, what's the point of bringing in a character who represents, who is this, person in the comics, and just bringing him in just so he can be in there? Like, we had a version of him. He just didn't do any of the shit that he did in the comic. He was a fucking lame. So it kind of like they're doing the same thing with this. So I feel like you could have just used anybody. You didn't have to use a character from Marvel. You could have just made up a character for that role because it was an insignificant role, So hopefully he grows to be somewhat more of a villain. I don't know.
Shit, you only got one episode to do so.
No, I mean in Marvel in general.
Oh, okay.
Maybe when they bring Wilson Fisk back later on, because like that reveal is too much for one episode.
Right.
He's gonna come back in the future. So when they bring him back, maybe that'd be like one of his main little henchmen that runs around being sadistic and looking like a clown. I don't know.
I feel it. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the seasons are going to have season 2s, especially if they get as claimed to famed as like a lot of the other shows. Loki won best show of the year and shit like that. Shang-Chi won People choice awards. So people are loving this shit, eating it up.
Not Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi for me was not good. I did not like it at all. Only thing I liked about it was the character. I liked the guy who played him. I thought he did a great job. The fight scene at the beginning was great. I just didn't like the story. I thought that they had a chance to redeem the Mandarin, who was one of the dopest fucking villains in Marvel. And we were like, nah, we're just gonna make him a misunderstood father. Who gets confused by a voice that's calling him to his lost love. It's like, wait, what? Mandarin was fucking people up. This nigga was an asshole. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was a whole asshole, not even partial. So
a whole asshole. That's not an asshole, but I don't know what the fuck that was. But yeah. For sure. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Quick in and I'm saying quick in and out. That pause real quick. But a quick little update on what's going on, because I told y'all listeners that we was gonna get this episode, gonna get caught up for y'all. That was episode 5, Ronin. But yeah. Anything new anywhere? Anything new you want to update the folks about? Let them know where they can find you at Akio Young, was it?
What is it? Is it
Akio Young? Why do we do this every episode like we don't know what it is?
It's gonna be somewhere. It's gonna be somewhere at the bottom right here.
You probably see that shit. Yeah. But you know where to find your boy at. It's SAC_Lydell. You know what I'm saying? Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. SAC_Lydell. It's on the Instagram. Best of Bias on the Instagram. Best of Bias on the YouTube. BestofBias.com on the interwebs. You can type that in the URL and you'll find us. Merch. Holla at me. Like I said, we ain't got the website up yet for the merch. You got to add it to the website, but I'll be looking into it, trying to get that up soon. But yeah, what else? You can find us somewhere you find your favorite podcast: Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and don't forget to like, subscribe on the YouTube, comment. Hit those thumbs up, man, because Ariel, aka over here, has been doing a lot of work on these videos, and we got a bunch of them in there, man. So check them all out. Tell your friends to check them all out. Let's get this Best of Bias family growing, so we can get some more, bias out to more people and get this family big, and we can have a community out here just coming out here spreading some bias and just spreading our thoughts together. How about that, y'all? Friendship. No, but yeah, let's get it. I ain't got nothing else to say, but have happy holidays. If I don't see y'all before then, I'm sure we will. What is it? Is Christmas on a Friday? Saturday?
Saturday, I believe.
So yeah, so we'll get another episode in before there was some pop culture and episode 6 review. We'll get the finale to you so you can talk about it, listen with your family for Christmas. How about that?
Also,
How about that, y'all?
I'm supposed to be driving up there next week for a couple days only though.
Where?
To Anthony's, I guess. Anthony and Anitra's here.
I feel that. Well, shit. Just let me know when you're in town. Maybe we can link up or something. Because I'm gonna be posted up. I'm gonna be off for a while. I think I'm gonna be off from Thursday through the Monday. So
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
So let's see what's going on. But yeah, we're at the point where I like to let them know where my theme song is at. So if you're ready to know where that's at, you know what I'm saying, stick around for a couple more seconds. You about to get that shit. You ain't got to get out, but you cannot stay where you're at right now. Close your ears because you ain't about to hear us no more. Late. Where my theme song at? Pieces to the world. Pieces to your girl.
It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. Your best of bias. Yeah.